Welcome to another review where I watch an episode and react by writing the script during my first viewing and then add in extra clips and clever edits to make it appear I'm quite a clever sausage. Lucky Day is written by Pete McTeague. He's written for the Chibnall Whittaker era, Kerblam and Praxius, as well as the Tales of the TARDIS sequences for the Troughton and McCoy eras. More success creating and writing The Pact and long runs on Wentworth and The Yard. Directed by Peter Hoare of The Robot Revolution and A Good Man Goes to War. Hoare's got a deep filmography, including The Last of Us, The Umbrella Academy, a fair chunk of the Netflix-era Marvel Universe shows, and working with RTD on 5 episodes of It's a Sin. It's New Year's Day 2007, while the Who's were nursing the after effects from Donna's wedding. Another doctor was across town scaring a kid in an alleyway. Back then, 50p would buy you a Mars bar. Conrad's mother was part of London's East End street boxing circuit. Back when we still had Twitter, he managed to miss out on the peak of the popularity of whoisthedoctor.geocities.com/main page.html.
Oh, Dad! It's one of your nutters.
And Linda, which stands for, oh, I don't know, lurking is duty doctor audience, or leave it now, twiddling ratings association. But Conrad grew up to work on hospital radio. No, sorry, doctor radio. And here's Ruby to spill the beans like Stephen Powell on weed. One can imagine the tabloid women's mag shenanigans that might unfold. Goblins kidnapped my adopted sister. Ruby was one of the original Beatles. I was made to walk 73 yards. My real mother was addicted to iced coffee. Run VT, Errol. Look at my misshapen way. I don't care for Doctor Who like a 12-year-old looking for a show I watched when I was 12. Assembling the pieces, scrying and crying, whether it's spewing bile or bulk amounts of filler. Doctor Who tube is a dumpster fire, and this is its dumpster flower. There's a creepy opener feels like it could be a relation to the Chulder or any number of early New Who villains or classic foes, such as the Autons, even Fifi. It's the shriek. Oh, the shriek. I'm so terrified of what I call the yellows. The shriek, the shriek. Oh no, the shriek. Smithers, don't let the shriek get me. Lucky Day, Conrad Clark's podcast, looks to have pretty big sponsors. It's too late. Prevent drink fall.
I've been trying to get Unit on the podcast for years.
Oh, don't bother. They probably bugged your office. If you want an interview, you should call Big Finish. They'll put you in touch.
No one ever returns my calls.
Oh, look, it's not you. They're just busy.
Actually, we even tried Davina McCall, but we got nothing.
Oh, I love Davina. I love Davina. Is she nice?
Oh, she's absolutely lovely.
That's one good thing.
Ruby Sunday a year on is presented differently. More clarity, confidence, stunning eyebrows. It's an interesting take to explore the other verse where Unit hadn't captured the shriek and to present that for chills. Very in line with the visual language of Ruby's character and stories.
I've kept it all these years.
Oh, wow.
I'll stick with my Autobot insignia on the chain. Jonah Hauer-King feels genuinely sweet here. Hauer-King began his career in my home city of Belfast, appearing in punk rock at the Lyric Theatre. Fairly prolific on TV, he's been in runs of The Flatshare in 2022, World on Fire 2019 to 2023, and The Tattooist of Auschwitz. With Ruby's return comes expressive Michelle Greenidge and Angela Winter as a patois-speaking grandma with more comic scope, I'm pleased to hear. There's some resonance from the top of 73 yards in a lock-in in a remote country pub, and Conrad with a friend named Jack, who's a bit mad. A phone call to Kate, whose top-level security training ensures that she doesn't spill any drinks. She reprises a talk of the shriek's love for blood on adrenaline indelicately suggesting that Ruby of the TARDIS may be suffering high alert as an ongoing psychological condition. Before the words PTSD are even spoken, we can tell she's going through a common long-term condition that can affect soldiers or civilians. The continual fear anything could go wrong, looking out at the world like everyone is a suspect. The chance that the day might bring home a loved one in a body bag. We with first world problems are lower down the risk scale. In culture, fear of deadlines can drive sloppy thinking. The constant awareness of time sensitivity, pressurized environments, driving toxic thinking. You may not think it, but these videos take 3 days to a week to make. There is a high to the adrenaline for the workaholic, but like any other drug, there's a downer. I'm slowly dialing back on my self-pressure because burnout isn't something that lasts a few hours or days. It's degenerative. It's in your bones. I find a sense of creep in this as a Dr. Light episode. Unexpected. It takes a time to notice. As with 73 yards, Millie Gibson carries it, despite in some ways being a guest star. And she does it with grace and strength.
Ruby, I didn't take the antidote.
Oh God, an anti-vaxxer.
We're a team.
You should have trusted in the Matrix, boy. Dumb con. I'm the Doctor Who Unity monster. I'm the Doctor Who Unity monster. Ooh. The reveal of Conrad as an outright bastard is decimating. He's beyond Joe Rogan, Alex Jones level, soothsayer masquerading as truth teller. In England, over a period of almost 40 years, London Metropolitan Police planted spies within activist units. And these weren't terrorist enclaves either, but benign organisations like London Greenpeace and Amnesty International. Their missions were deep embedding, going so far as to marry their targets and father multiple children. Numerous activists were tricked into multi-year relationships with officers who took their fake names from dead children. It's hard not to draw comparisons with Conrad, who is the very thing he claims to despise, and much worse. The undercover operation of the Special Demonstration Squad, Spycops. That scandal dated back to 1968 and apparently closed up activity in 2007, with the truth only beginning to come out in the 2015 undercover policing inquiry. So far, 139 officers have been identified from 2 police units. In 2025, the inquiry is still ongoing, looking at cases from 1983 to 1992. For fuck's sake, get a move on. And someone really needs to arrest Trinity Wells, by the way.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Conrad crap is doing the rounds of the daytime shows. The Doctor Who team uses their good standing to bring in other celebrities and productions, with some backfiring, because this is an association with someone with the fairness of Tommy Robinson, real name Stephen Yaxley Lennon, the pedo helper, or Andrew Tate, the people trafficker. Those cloaked under calling out fascist lies by peddling fascist lies. This is no Julian Assange or Chelsea Manning, and it leads to violence as stupidity, the attribute that holds back our species' evolution.
His mother's not dead. Moira Clark lives in the south of France. Nice villa paid for by Conrad. Meanwhile, he's raking it in. 80,000 paid subscribers, he owns 3 properties, and of course, he's a tax dodger.
Conrad's agenda accelerates the narrative adrenaline into an unexpected direction, which is good because a shriek is a dull name for a monster. Conrad's transition from first half romantic to second half egomaniac feels somewhat flimsy, mainly because Hauer-King is so committed to both roles, but there's not so much story construction in the bridge. In any case, he really succeeds in making us hate him. Your father diddled animals, what? And your sister put boogers on Kitty's cereal. Kate Lethbridge Stewart goes full vicious, baby.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
Well, do you, punk?
Yes, this is Kate's Heisenberg moment. And while I'm so over grimdark, honestly, I quite enjoyed it. As brutal as she is, at least it's not Torchwood. And it's surely only Ruby's time with the doctor that gives her an appeal for mercy, because everything she knew was a lie, one that succeeded in fooling her family, the people in the pub that weren't actors, Conrad's subscriber base. It may be the extent of Conrad's lie and that Ruby is only one victim, which keeps her from falling apart. See, I know your mum topples pensioners' chairs and your dog, right, cat, whatever, is funded by Al-Qaeda.
These two special effects are improving.
Oops, butterfingers. I really like the chemistry built up between Millie Gibson and Gemma Redgrave. It's one of the stronger relationships each character has and should surely tie Gibson to the show. The Doctor's speech is mesmerising, anthemic, quotable, a class-based call to arms, a keeper. It's delicious anticipating Conrad's glimpse of the unexplained wonder of imagination as his punishment, but then he knows of Belinda before the Doctor does, and has a friend in Mrs. Flood, who's been going all out reprising the role of Susan Twist last season.
Oh, I'm the governor.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could.
There's plenty for speculation, but as is the way, answers remain to be seen. Next time on Lagos, Nigeria, marketing, shirt tattoos, voodoo guru, street food, and spiders. Thanks very much for joining me on this look back on Lucky Day, and a special thank you to my Patreon subscribers whose names are all appearing on screen now. And I'd really love to hear what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my coverage of it. Let's have a conversation. Drop a comment. And I'll see you next time.